Folks, if you need help with the guided reading meiosis, you came to the right spot. Number one. Oh, let me get on this thing. Number one. Remember, if I'm going too fast, you can always hit pause. What is a gene? Gene, G-E-N-E, not J-E-A-N. It's a segment of DNA that codes for a trait. So you have genes for like eye color, hair color, skin color. How many fingers do you got? Do you have dimples? Do you have a chin dimple? All kinds of different genes that code for different traits. 2, human somatic cells. How many chromosomes they have? You should know. Humans have 46. 3, I don't know why I put this because it's the same question as number 1. A segment of DNA that codes for a particular trait or protein. That's a gene again. 4, what are homologous chromosomes? They are chromosomes that are the same size and have the same genes. So we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. We have 2 number 1s, 2 number 2s, 2 number 3s, 2 number 4s, all the way to 23. 5 in the image below. Circle the 2 chromosomes that are homologous. All right, so I'm looking for chromosomes that are the same size and they have the same genes. One of them is this one right here. It's pink because you got it from mom. See how it's got a dark gene up here, 2 light genes down here? Well, it's the same thing as this guy. This is green because you got it from your dad. But it also has a dark gene up here and 2 light genes right there. So those are the homologous ones. None of these guys are homologous. They're not the same size. They don't have the same genes. Sex cells are your reproductive cells. For the males, it's the sperm. For the females, it's an egg or ovum. Those are called gametes. Remember, if you don't practice the word gametes, you're going to forget it. And when you get on the test, you're going to be like, oh no, I forget what a gamete is. Well, you got to practice it. This is a tough one. Number 7. Gametes are considered haploid. Haploid. Well, why are they haploid? Because your gametes only have half the number of chromosomes as your somatic cells. So haploid means half. They only have one of each. So your gametes have one number 1 chromosome, one number 2, one number 3, one number 4. Where your somatic cells have 2, and that's 8. Somatic cells have 2 of each chromosomes, and they call that 2N. So those are not haploid. Those are considered diploid. 9. How many chromosomes are in human gametes? Well, since humans have 46 chromosomes in their somatic cells, and we're cutting it in half for their gametes, half of 46 is 23. 11. Now, the 23rd pair of chromosomes, those are the sex chromosomes. XX, those are the females. Females or girls have 2 X chromosomes, and the males, or the guys, guy XY, males are XY. So it is the father that determines whether you're having a boy or a girl. Because if he gives an X, you have a girl. If he gives his Y, you have a guy. Females have no part in the gender because all she has is X chromosomes. 11. The 22 chromosomes that are the same for males and females, those are called autosomes. Autosomes. Because you automatically have them whether you're a girl or a boy. 12. Somatic cells are made through mitosis. Gametes are made through meiosis. And meiosis is what you're supposed to be learning today in the Snurful meiosis. I will go over that next class if you have trouble and you're at home. Which process is shown in this image? All right, so you can see we have homologous chromosomes here. So we have a blue one that you got from dad. You got a red one that you got from mom. Well, look, these guys are actually exchanging a segment of DNA. So this blue chromosome from dad got a little red DNA from mom. And this red chromosome from mom got a little blue DNA. And that process is called crossing over. Crossing over. And the significance of that, it makes your gametes even all more unique. It increases what's called genetic diversity. So it makes your genes all different. So you can have 100 kids. None of them are going to look exactly alike. All right, which stage of meiosis is this? This is going to be, they're lined up in the middle, so we know it's metaphase. Metaphase. But the question is it metaphase 1 or metaphase 2? Well, since this is a double file line of chromosomes, you can see there's a red one and a blue one right next to each other. Right here, same thing, a red one and a blue one. It's a double file line. Whenever it's a double file line of chromosomes, that's going to be metaphase 1. That's metaphase 1, the first metaphase. Here comes Mr. Smith. All right, these are both moving away from each other, so we know they're anaphase. Making a video. So these, you're fine, I don't care. This one, you can see the sister chromatids are still attached. They're still attached to each other, so that's going to be anaphase 1. Anaphase 1. Because in anaphase 2, which is over here, this is a single-stranded chromosome, so it's no longer attached to its sister chromatid. They've been separated from each other, and that happens during anaphase 2. Fill the chart in below. You'll probably have a written question on your cell reproduction test, and it's probably going to be like, hey, give me 3 differences between mitosis and meiosis, and you can't say, oh, they're spelled different. But you can do this. Number of divisions, mitosis, just 1. Meiosis, there's 2 separate divisions. Does crossing over occur in mitosis? No, it does not. Does it occur in meiosis? Yes, it does. Products. How many cells are made? Mitosis, 1 cell becomes 2 cells. And in meiosis, 1 cell becomes 4 cells. Type of cells that are produced. Mitosis makes diploid. Remember, that's what it has 2 of each chromosome. Somatic cells. Those are body cells, like your skin, bone cells, blood cells. Where meiosis makes haploid. Remember, that's where it has half the chromosome, so they only have 1 of each chromosome. And they don't make somatic cells, they make gametes. What's the purpose? Mitosis makes exact copies. So your new cells should be exactly the same as the original. Where meiosis, it makes unique cells. So all your gametes, your reproductive cells are going to be unique. They're all going to be different. All right, this image shows a karyotype. And it's asking, is this a male or a female? Well, the first 22, 1 through 22, those are the autosomes. You can't tell if it's a male or female. We're going to look right here, the sex chromosomes. Since it's XY, that's a male. Male. If it was a female, she would have 1 X chromosome like this, and she'd have another X chromosome. Remember, she gets 1 from mom, 1 from dad. And the last one, what is non-disjunction? What is non-disjunction? It is a failure of chromosomes to separate during meiosis. So chromosomes don't separate properly. So that leads to the kid either having 1 too many chromosomes, having 47, or 1 not enough, having 45. If you've ever seen Down syndrome, Down syndrome is caused with chromosome pair number 21. Non-disjunction, and the kid gets 3 chromosomes instead of 2. And that leads to Down syndrome. All right. Hope you guys understand it. I'll see you next time.